Hey everybody and welcome back. Today I have Asha in the chair and Asha's hair is going through a few things. So we're just going to look at it today, get it together and restart her journey. So we have my one of my assistants who is blow drying Asha's hair today. And before she started to blow dry her hair, she made sure that she used our satin shield heat protectant to make sure that her hair is protected from all the heat. Heat protectant you always need to create a barrier between your hair and the high temperatures. So never use heat on your hair without a heat protectant. I don't care if you're in the sun. I don't care if you're under a dryer. I don't care if you're blow drying or flat iron. It's all the same. So make sure you always do that. Now, I have a few announcements coming up. First of all, Black Friday is coming. It is this Friday. Why is it November, mid-November already? I feel like my body and mind is technically kind of still like in June, July. Where are you at? Cuz I'm not in November. I'm so confused on how fast time is moving. It's like the older you get, the faster time moves. But Black Friday is coming, so instead of doing Black Friday, we put our own little deeper than hair spin on it. We're having Purple Friday this Friday, so we are having a huge sale up to 70% off of everything at deeperthanhair.com. Just show up at deeperthanhair.com this Friday coming up for up to 70% off, okay? So that's the first announcement. The second announcement is that, well, wait, you know what? I'll tell you the second announcement later. So let's look at Asha's hair because this is why we're really here right now. I'm going to go in first and I'm just going to press her edges now. Asha's hair is going through a little something that's like broken at the nape of her neck. It's a few broken pieces on the top. So we're just going to go through it and take care of her hair just so we can get it back on track. Now, this is the broken piece right over here on the left side of the nape of her neck. I don't know exactly why it's doing that, but I'm just going to make sure that I trim it even because no matter, remember we did the CCCA video. Now, don't be mad at me, y'all. The part of me cutting that portion of her hair, the breakage is gone. I don't know where the footage went. Like, it's literally was the whole point of the video, but it's all good because I know y'all trust me. Y'all see that it's nice and even, so I just cut it even because remember when we did the CCCA video, I made sure I told you guys that breakage needs to be tended to individually. Like you have to separate the breakage and make sure that you cut it and make sure that it's cool because in our minds, you want to just leave the breakage there and cut the rest of the hair because you feel like the breakage will catch up to the rest of the hair, and it won't work like that. Just like the rest of the hair breaks upward up the hair shaft, I tell everybody and I tell you guys that, broken ends are like pantyhose. When you get a hole in your pantyhose, they start to run. That's how hair works. When your end split, it runs up the strand of hair, so you don't want that to happen. So if you leave the breakage broken, all it's going to do is keep splitting and breaking, splitting and breaking, and will never catch up to the rest of your hair. So make sure you always cut the breakage. Now, I know in your mind, I probably could be taking off way more than this, but I'm not going to take off more than what the client wants. Now, if you follow, everybody follow my hair salon. Some of you don't even know I had a hair salon. I have a hair salon for 10 years in West Philadelphia. And sometimes people get under our stylist pictures and be like, you could have cut way more than that. Or I just feel like that wasn't enough, and And the thing is, if the client doesn't want it, no matter how bad as the professional we wish that they would just go ahead and get rid of all the splits in one whop, it doesn't always go like that. A lot of people are afraid to just cut their hair off, even when it's damaged. And that's okay. Because what I like to do is if somebody is scared or, just a little apprehensive about cutting their ends off all at one time, what I do is tell them, like, okay, let's do your next trim and schedule it a little earlier than we usually would if you would have just took it all off today. That's all. Just work with the client or work with yourself. If it's you, if you're the person who never really wants to trim, that takes off everything at one time, that's okay. Don't let nobody judge you and stress you out, girl or guys. You know what I mean? Like, just rock out and do what you want to do. So as you see, it's pretty thin right here because I can't even it out and go all the way up. But it'll fix just a little bit once I put the heat to it and start curling it. You'll still be able to tell that it's thin there. But like I said, we're going to schedule her next trim a little earlier than we usually would. Now, I usually recommend that people get a trim anywhere from every 8 to 10 weeks. But when I only cut a little bit at a time, then I would tell people to do every 6. So I'm going in with my 22 titanium iron that's available. I will leave a link below for the iron. But what you see on my iron is the grip comb. It's been in like my last 2 videos maybe, or maybe 2 or 3 videos. But the grip comb is just a device that adheres to the back of my flat iron. And then instead of using the comb underneath for the iron as the chase method every time, now I have the grip comb that makes sure that I get those ends separated and pressed evenly the first time, so I never have to worry about not doing one pass. So this is perfect for you guys at home, because I know the chase method isn't the easiest thing to do at home. I've tried to do the chase method on my own hair, and my stylist at my salon just jump in and help me because it's just a lot. It's a lot. So the grip comb is here to save the day. I will leave the link for the grip comb below too. The woman who invented it is a genius, okay? So I will make sure that I leave the link for you guys to check that out. Now, Asha's hair was also a little drier than usual, so I made sure that I used our First Class to Morocco conditioner, and I sat her under the dryer for about 30 minutes with the conditioner in her hair just to get her some hydration, because that's what the First Class to Morocco shampoo and conditioner does. If you are at home and you have it, you can also just put a plastic cap over your hair and just walk around for 35-40 minutes. This sounds like Friday, 35-45. You know what I'm saying? Just do that because it'll help, get that conditioner in there and penetrate your hair, and just make sure that hydration is getting in, because when the hair is dry, it just needs a little love. That's all. It's no big deal. Just make sure you tackle it, because dry hair also leads to breakage. So that could have something to do with why her hair is breaking. But it's just such a significant area that is breaking. So when stuff like that, some people have like nervous syndromes where they like pick at the same part of their hair. I forget what that's called. I'm going to look into it actually. Somebody, I know y'all know the name of it, when somebody just kind of pulls and tugs at the same part of their hair due to like nervousness or anxiety. So it could be all kind of stuff. Sometimes you wear a ponytail in the same spot all the time, so that tension causes the hair to break in a significant area. There's all kind of reasons why hair breaks in one spot. So what we started today with is hydration and getting those ends strong on it so that it could grow back strong. Okay, so today's second announcement is Deeper Than Hair magazine is basically on its 4th issue. Okay, so I don't know if I want to say it's been out for a year, because technically February 1st would be a year that the first issue dropped. But we do 4 issues a year. Every quarter we drop a new issue, And the new issue is here, and it is in the celebration of gray hair. I have a lot of people in my comments on YouTube talking about their grays, and I know it's not as easy to embrace because of all the things that come along with gray, just age and just it just looks different. It's something you're not used to, but it's like, listen, gray is beautiful, and if you're not ready, that's okay, but if you are, that's definitely okay. So this book is full of stuff for people who are ready, for people who aren't ready, people who just need to learn to embrace other people's journey without judgment. It's just so full of gems, and we have the lovely, most amazing Mara Brock Akil on the cover, and she just looks so beautiful. So I chose to do her hair in these bows because the theme of this issue is the gift of gray, and it's also the holiday issue. So I just felt like these bows on her hair were so pretty, and she was so into it. And so you can get this issue at deeperthanhair.com, or you can read it digitally for free. If you want to print, you could go grab one online. But if you want to read it for free digitally, I'll leave the link for that too. Thanks y'all for supporting Deeper Than Hair magazine for the last year, and I can't wait to give you a whole nother year of amazing mags. Now, this is the section of the hair where it gets tricky because this is where the breakage is and where the ends were a lot thinner on her hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this section because the front here right by the sideburn in the temple area is a lot fuller and longer. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to bend it one pass, no different. And what I decided to do is just tuck it behind the ear. That's kind of like a little hack. Just tuck the hair behind the ear and it'll help. You peep how that happens. It's kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like even with bobs, I always tuck behind the ear, maybe pull a little piece out, and it just helps so much. Just basically camouflages. So the purpose of that is to camouflage the thin hair by using the heavy hair to just kind of like, take over. I really love this grip comb. It's such a good thing. What's so funny about the grip comb is I still get weird because my muscle memory always wants to just use the comb underneath of the iron, but it's like I forget that the grip comb is even there. It's light, it's easy to use, and you could curl with it. People ask that a lot in my comments. Okay, can you curl with it? I totally can, and I'm gonna make y'all a video curling with it because baby, you could do it all. And this isn't a sponsored video. This is me just per usual in love with a product or a tool and just letting y'all know about it, because one thing about me, I'm not going to gatekeep anything. I'm going to always share what I love with y'all, and y'all can always trust my opinion when I'm talking about something because I'm just speaking from my heart, so that's one thing I want y'all to know about me. I know a lot of people always say it, but I'm just going, any newcomers here, like, you can trust what I say. I wasn't paid to tell y'all this. I just wanted to. So there's that. So back here you see these feathers, it looks pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's looking nice and healthy, shiny from the conditioning. And so I'm just making sure I'm just laying it all out, feathering her hair. Feathering or just doing it straight helps with the length. If you're the type of person who just rather see length, then it's like when you curl your hair tight, it just keeps it like hiked up. And so to me, curls help the hair last a lot longer. But if you just want to see your length and just feel, like you want to feel, then go ahead with feathers or go ahead with straight. Now I'm just taking the little soft side of the brush and I'm brushing her edges down there a little on the thinner side too, but it's okay. You can just, again, camouflage it, lay the hair into each other. I'm going through with the wide tooth comb it through, show those feathers a little more. But as you see, it's still thin down here. You know, it's not too much you could do other than just allow it to be. You know, sometimes we just try too hard to cover things and do too. Just let it be. Just let it be. Who gonna check you, boo? Nobody. Like somebody walk up to you like, "Well, your hair thin right here, girl. Don't. Yeah, don't get. Yeah, don't get violent in them streets if somebody point out your flaws. But to me, flaws is a really strong word. Like it is what it is. Like things happen, and just embrace things that happen and allow it to be, and it will be better. It's not something that can't be fixed. You know what I'm saying? So always remember that with your hair, most things can be fixed, and whatever makes you feel best, that's what you should do about it. You know, if you want to cover it with a protective style, that's okay too. Because me right here, I'm going to support you in whatever you do. Just make sure that you're working towards making it better. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.